Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And today we're going to be talking about Legacy.
The Ultimates, issue number 15.
It starts off with a backstory of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, but not the Shang-Chi we know.
The ultimate Shang-Chi.
Who apparently has the power that we'll get into later, unless you've already read it.
He is the 8th wielder of the Iron Fist.
Now, for most of you who probably haven't read it and who knows Shang-Chi from
The
other stories and movies, you know the Iron Fist is not his.
Not usually, or at least not in what I know of the character.
It would usually be the 10 rings.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we know him for. But in this case, he's the Iron Fist, and it's not like he goes and defeats the dragon and gets the Iron Fist. No, he is pretty much inheriting it from his past lives.
So the first maybe half of the book goes into the history of him, which is
who he is, where he came from.
To 10,000 years before what we know as present day. So he was the 8th wielder of the Iron Fist, and he was very good at it. And he saved the 7 kingdoms, the 7 cities, I mean. He saved the 7 cities, but then, one of the battles got really violent, and he renounced everything.
All violence, all fighting. He just said no.
Yeah, he was like, no more violence. And he pretty much found himself a spot and meditated for 40 years.
Closed his eyes and just took a long nap. Meditated. He took a 20-year nap. Oh, sorry. A 40-year long nap because he was tired. And I'm not talking about that regular tired. I'm talking about coming home, then having to deal with the kids. Well, no, not deal with the kids. Play with the kids. Be there for the wife. And then finally go to bed. Just pass out for 40 years. That's that good sleep. I think I might take that good sleep.
And when he wakes up, he has all these people that have come to
become followers of his.
Pretty much. They call him the Awakened One. He has all these followers and continues to gain followers based off of his teaching that he's now telling people or talking to people about things, giving his wisdom and advice on things.
Yeah, and with that he pretty much goes and fights gods again.
Well, before he does that, he is doing all these miraculous things. He's turning, barren lands into lush green fields. He's healing people. He's healing people's infertility. They're building monasteries in his name. They're calling them the Red Robes. And eventually, the gods hear about him and hear about, these people following him.
They don't like it.
And they did not appreciate that.
They came to talk to him first, and when that didn't work, they go and throw hands.
So they came a knocking, and they killed him, essentially.
Yeah.
But he vowed...
It took 1,000 years.
But they were fighting for 1,000 days and 1,000 nights.
That's a lot. That is a lot to just be fighting days and nights back to back to back.
But they were fighting for 1,000 times 24 hours.
That's too much. I can't do all that. I got a life.
So, but in the end, the gods, quote unquote, won. But before he passed away, he vowed to his followers that
I will return.
I will return.
Now, I don't know if he's going to try to exact his revenge or anything, but he will return.
Then we cut to our Ultimates. They pretty much, Tony is explaining that, this history is not out there. They tried to scrub any information on him. The gods, whoever tried to scrub any information that the world and the people in heaven in the 7 cities knew of him.
Pretty much just erase him from everything.
But it didn't quite work. Word of mouth and just word of mouth, and so these stories are still out there. And he got a tip that 10 years ago there was a little boy baby that was born, and all these miraculous things were happening around him.
Ferocious tigers, man-eating ferocious tigers, were just rolling on their bellies for this little kid.
And people were being healed just being in his presence. And he peed in a field, and the field started growing all these plants and things.
I don't think that's one that you want to talk about, especially with a child. But yeah, no, that happened.
That's what the book said.
I understand, but
fair enough. So pretty much they got a tip on the altnet about this boy, so they're heading to, I think they said it's
heaven or something.
They were in Tibet. The baby was born in one of the 7 cities in heaven.
Yes.
But his followers that were still, or at least the ones that were still around, took him to Tibet to try to hide him.
Right.
So that, the gods didn't come after him. So they are heading there to go just, I guess, see about it before the Hulk comes to see about it.
Well, he himself didn't come see about it, but somebody did.
So they get there, but they see that one of Hulk's followers has already been there and been attacking the people that were the followers and the people that were there to protect the baby.
Now, we don't know who this guy is. Yes, he has a name, but he's blue.
They said the book says that his name is Uranium Brother number 235.
Now, I'm not saying that it is him, but I'm not saying that it isn't. I think that was a potential A-bomb. And for those of you who seen Agents of Smash or read Agents of Smash, you know who A-bomb is. Continue.
But yeah, so the Ultimates come and they help. Side note, Danny Rand is with them on the recommendation from Luke Cage. So Danny Rand is with them on this mission, along with She-Hulk, Iron Man, and Ant-Man are all, that's the group that's there.
And Mr. Danny was saying, sometimes you just feel like you should be somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Bumblebee, while reading this, she was like, yeah, I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're supposed to be Iron Fist.
If you guys don't know, Danny Rand is the Iron Fist typically in the comics and in
it would be funny
in media.
It would be funny.
What?
He ended up getting the 10 rings.
I
would laugh.
I don't know.
That would be funny.
We'll have to wait and see. So
give him the 10 rings, Marvel. Marvel, I know you're listening. Give Danny the 10 rings.
So obviously a fight breaks out. Iron Man has upgraded his suit. He has gamma dampeners. Danny Rand is able to save the kid, and then
there's just one problem. When Iron Man shot his shot, it didn't make it. It hit.
He accidentally hit
accident.
Yeah, he accidentally hit She-Hulk, but she recovered, and she was the one that did the final blow,
ripping that head
on Uranium Brother.
Talking about, tell your master I'm coming for that. You know what?
Never mind. I'll tell him myself.
I'll do it myself and rip that head clean off his shoulders. Oof.
And on another side note, the kid knows Daniel Rand's name, and he's like, "Wait, how do you know my name?" So, and that's how the issue ends with She-Hulk killing Uranium Brother.
Wait, what was the kid's name?
It doesn't necessarily say.
Oh, wait. So the kid said Daniel Rand.
Yes, the kid knew Daniel's name.
I wonder why.
Daniel. The kid said Daniel Rand.
Somebody's gonna be Iron Fist.
So it's not even like he knew, because he usually goes by Danny, but the kid said Daniel Rand.
I know who you are, Daniel. Daniel-san. I know who you are. I am your father. I am so sorry. That was inappropriate. I am going in the corner now.
So, my theory is, obviously the kid is a reincarnation of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
The book says Shang-Chi, but the movies and the MCU, it's Shang-Chi, and I'm pretty sure it's Shang-Chi in the comics as well. So maybe that's what this kid's name is Shang-Chi. Similar enough, but different from Shen-Chi. But we don't know exactly. My theory is that he is going to bestow the Iron Fist onto Danny Rand.
Oh.
Because obviously he's 10 years old at this point, so he's very young to be the one to join the Ultimates. Unless that happens, I don't know.
We don't know unless we try. I think he could, but I'm going to piggyback off yours because I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But not only will he bestow the power of the Iron Fist, I think he's also going to bestow the knowledge, like everything that comes with it, onto Danny. So he's going to know exactly what to do, how to do it, but also know when to not use it.
Mm-hmm. And it might be a situation where, like, here, you have the Iron Fist for now, and then you give it back to me in like 10 years. I don't know how that works or if that's what happens. Possibly. Or possible. But my theory is that Danny Rand is going to get the Iron Fist from him somehow, some way.
What if this kid becomes the dragon? They did say something about the dragon earlier.
There was a dragon. Hold on.
Yeah, baby. So what if he becomes the dragon who bestows the Iron Fist upon people? Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but for those of you who know the lore of it, you know that Danny was in, what was it, Kung Lung, I believe?
Mm-hmm.
And he went through the trials and tribulations, and
that's how he gets the Iron Fist, is defeating the dragon.
Exactly. So in the Ultimates version, he might get it because he has a good heart and he was destined to become Iron Fist. So I think that's going to happen. Now, the baby turning into the dragon, that's just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool to see. I'm not even going to lie.
So they said that there's a baby and a burning dragon in the sky. So I don't know if the baby was the one that burned the dragon, and that's how. But I don't know. But
I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you if I wanted to.
That's my theory. We'll have to wait and see what's going to go on in the next issues. And as this series continues and as we count down to when the Maker comes back.
So you guys follow along, whether you're watching our videos about this or you go to the comic book store and support your local comic book store. Please do. And I'm pretty sure the trade for some of them is already out.
Probably.
If not, just pick up an issue or so or two and catch up. Because we're going to keep going until these wheels stop. And if you can't get one at your local comic book store, you can always check out the app.
The Marvel Unlimited app.
You can watch it with your friends, your family, your girl, your guy, your dog, your cat, your mole, your rat. Anyone, anything, anywhere, anytime. You guys take care. We love you. Peace.